So you're saying what others have said before, which is that elements of the U.S. government worked really, really hard to hide the fact that they could have prevented 9/11, that they had all the relevant information and for whatever reason ignored it. But motive really matters here. Do you believe that there were people in the U.S. government who made a bunch of mistakes or were too territorial and didn't share information with other agencies, therefore 9/11 happened, which is basically the conclusion of the 9/11 report, I think? Or do you believe that there were people in the U.S. government who knew it was going to happen and allowed it to happen on purpose?
Well, first of all, the 9/11 report has no credibility. I don't believe anything that is in that. It's a bunch of garbage. It's a lot of paper that has no substance. And I tend not to want to speculate on things that I can't prove 100% myself, or I'm not willing to take a polygraph. What I can tell you unequivocally is there was a cover-up. And before I answer your question, I would state one more fact. Tony Shaffer got approval from his commanding general after this whole thing happened to write his memoirs. His memoirs are called Dark Heart. So he wrote the book. He had a publisher. He went to his commanding general to review the book as his protocol. His commanding general said, fine, Tony, there's nothing there that's a problem. Publish it. Tony publishes the book. Our deep state finds out he's publishing the book. A cease and desist order is issued against the publisher. Stop publishing the book. It's too late. Our government buys all 10,000 copies of the first edition of Dark Heart with taxpayer money, and they destroy them. So I asked Tony on a show last September, as I've done many times, Tony, you have the original version of the book, right? Yes, here it is, Congressman. You have the redacted version, right? Yes, here it is. What did they want out of your book that was so sensitive? What secret information were you giving, Tony? What classified information did your boss not see? He said, Congressman, the only thing they wanted out of my book was the fact that I named Zelikow and that I had briefed him in advance. That, Tucker, is treason. That means our agencies use their position not for something involving our national security, but for involving a cover-up of a person's identity who was publicly approved by the Congress of the United States, appointed by the security advisor to President Bush. It's a massive cover-up.